Malaki Starks hasn't played a single snap in purple and black, but the Baltimore Ravens first-round pick is already making a name for himself, not just as a future star on the field, but as a leader and a student of the game. The rookie safety out of Georgia joined Garrett Downing and Ryan Mink on the Lounge podcast this week and offered a glimpse into his mindset. And it's safe to say the Ravens got more than just an elite athlete in Starks. They got a pro well beyond his years. It's clear he takes this job seriously, not just on the field, but off the field as well. Malaki explained how he's developed a system for studying the Ravens' defense, a methodical, disciplined process that shows just how committed the young player is to mastering his craft.
So like when I get home, minimum I'm doing an hour. I'm take my notes for a day, I rewrite my notes, and then I look over the install again, and I watch the videos, and then I like walk it out myself in the room. Like I'll get water bottles or whatever, and I'll move them around, or I'll speak it out in my room by myself.
Yeah.
To really just kind of go through it again, and I think, once I understand it, I stop. So like however long that really takes, it takes, but most of the time it's in that hour to 2.5 to 3 window.
That level of focus would be impressive for a seasoned veteran, let alone a rookie. And he's not just leading himself, he's quietly building a culture among his fellow first-year players.
I was downstairs and I just brought my iPad because I didn't want to be in my room. I was tired, so if I was in my room, I knew I was going to lay down. So I went to the lobby and I sat down, and then one of the other guys came down, so then I texted another guy. I was like, hey, we're down here. You want to come down here? It ended up being like 5 of us that day, and then I was like, there's a ballroom back there, and I was like, I wonder if they're using it. So like one of the guys, he goes up, he's like, hey, are y'all using the ballroom? They're like, no, what do you need the ballroom for? And he was like, oh, we were just asking. So like the next day we come back, and there's more of us. There's like 7 or whatever. So we walk up, we're like, hey, do you mind if we use the ballroom? Like we'll put the chairs back wherever they were at, tables. Like we'll set it all back to where it was, but can we just use it for like 30 minutes? So we all go in there and we're just like, we're helping each other, like we're learning together. Like we're moving chairs around and tables and making calls and stuff. And I think it was a collective effort, and I think it just speaks to a lot of the guys that like their mentality to just coming in this year and where we want to be at.
An impromptu late-night rookie walkthrough that started with a desire to stay off his bed and ended with a group of young Ravens turning a hotel ballroom into a film room. In a league where rookies usually spend their first few months trying to keep their heads above the water, Starks is setting the tone. This wasn't a coaches-led meeting, no mandatory assignment, just a group of young men led by a 21-year-old safety voluntarily putting in extra time just to be better. The Ravens have long been known for developing defensive talent and grooming future leaders on that side of the ball. And it appears Malaki Starks is right on schedule or even ahead of it. So he may not have played in an NFL game yet, but Malaki Starks is already proving he belongs here in Baltimore. And if his preparation is any indication, the Ravens defense is in good hands for years to come. Now, if you haven't listened to the full interview with Malaki, I strongly recommend taking the time to do so. Malaki opens up a lot about his journey, his outlook on his first training camp, his relationship with Kyle Hamilton, and so much more. So make sure you check that out on our official YouTube page or wherever you get your podcasts. That's it for this week. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday.